Alrighty, how's it going, everybody? And this is The Observer, and welcome back. We are here again in Skyblock. I'm going to put you guys, new viewers, you're going to be over here just a second. Returning viewers, you're going to be over here. Now, new viewers, anybody who does not know already, this is the minigame Skyblock. Skyblock's about starting out with a very limited number of resources. There's no world, and you kind of have to just expand and grow on your own terms. It takes a little bit of time, lots of grinding, lots of building up, but it's a favorite minigame of mine. Returning viewers, how are you doing? It's good to see you again. You're looking really well. It's been a minute since we've seen you over here. But anyways, now we're going to come back together. Both of you guys, both sides, right down the middle. This is what would be the 10th episode, and because of this, well, excuse me a second. It turns out that over there where we want to do our mob grinder is a slime chunk, so that's a fun time. But as this being a 10th episode, it's not a big milestone. It's not a small one, at least by my comparisons either. But we're going to go ahead and do something a little bit different. There's going to be some like time lapses and some other stuff in this episode, so going to be a lot of heavy editing. I'm not too sure how it's going to go. This is all foreshadowing. It could be really bad, it could be really good. But I do want to get you guys' opinions, so if you can leave comments after you've watched this video, give me some thoughts on how you think it went, and overall, just if you liked it or not. You could leave like for that kind of stuff, but other than that, we're going to crack into this. The main goal of the episode is I want to get the mob grinder done. So we may have to do some extra cobblestone farming, and we're going to have to do some water pathing. So we're going to keep going until that's done. And at that point, I think that's where the episode will conclude. So for the time being, we're going to go ahead and get into this. One of my main goals for right now is I definitely think that I need the secondary water source, because as much as I want to be able to build a mob farm just with a singular water source, it'd be so much easier to find the other one. The only thing I'm trying to figure out is it's going to be on one of these other islands, just which one. Personally, my biggest gamble is it'd probably be over there on like the snow, because there might be an ice block over there. So I think we're going to go ahead and grab up some of these half slabs, and we're going to go ahead and head over there. So for the moment, let's go ahead and climb up. We're going to take a ladder this time. Ultimately, there's a lot of cool options for expanding around and doing like single block expansions, but personally, I'm not really looking to go for all of that. I think it's a little bit more unique, but with as much aqueducts as we'd have, I'd rather just do that with the lava alone. All right, so for that in mind, let's go ahead. We're going to go over there. Let's try to line this up a little bit. Somewhere around there. You know what? Let's just do a full block for safety's sake, and we will underside half slab. All right, just make sure not holding anything too important. Just in case, let's go ahead and do a little bit of a safety measure. You can always come back and collect the stuff afterwards. Leave everything that we don't necessarily want with us if we fall off. And that should cover the bases. I think that's enough to get over there. Keep that in mind. Let's go ahead and make this the first official time lapse. Alrighty, now that we've made it over here to the island, took us a little bit of time to get over here. It's definitely a far expanse. Let's go ahead and build up to it. Alright, another two there. We'll get one there, and not seeing an ice block like I was hoping. Well, it's not a great time. Do have our spruce wood, and we're gonna go ahead and take the pumpkin back with us. Go ahead and do a little bit of gutting, just to see. You know, out of curiosity, is this a snow biome? Look, it is taiga, so we might be able to get some snow out here. And you... Definitely not looking like we're going to get any ice out of this island. Now, this was a bit of a bust. Well, definitely going to have to sort this one out. But now we have access to this one, so we're going to go ahead and get back over to the main island. Alrighty, now that we're back over here again, definitely going to have to get back to that at some point. I got to figure out where our other water block is hidden. I would have thought that, yeah, it would have been with snow, because ice cube or something like that. My other thoughts is I think that one over there's a mushroom biome. That over there is the jungle. Or no, that's acacia. That's jungle. Over there's a dark oak. That one's swamp. I mean, maybe there'd be something over with the swamp, but that's the birch forests, and then desert. I think at that stage, you know what? Let's try adjusting our FOV, see if we can't really... Oh, this is so painful. You know, thinking about it now, I wouldn't even be able to render chests in properly at this distance, so... Because we got that there, and this there. So there could be water somewhere. Get us back up here to normal. There we go. Well, that being said, go ahead and get this to there, this to here, that to there, this one there, and lazy way. Alright. Well, at least we got a little bit of dirt from our trip, so that's some sort of upside. Let's go ahead and take this way back down, see if we can't get some of the grass to keep growing. Hello, zombie. You're not supposed to be here. Grass has definitely moved a little bit, but... Huh? No, it's actually a little further down than I thought it was. Alright, well, let's just go ahead and get down to the bottom now. This is acceptable. Oh, and we got the melon to grow. Sweetness. Come on, gimme. Gimme the melon. Alright, that out of the way. Let's go ahead and break down the sugarcane. Got that. Looks like one of the wheat grew. We'll go ahead and get that. Perfect. Alright, and throw all that back in the box. Alrighty. Well, do want to double check the nether just to make sure it wasn't a bucket that was in here. Or an ice block or something like that, because usually that's the case. And again, I think our nether island, yeah, was just like nothing, so... And from the looks of it, there's nothing directly around the portal either, so odds of finding any sort of box are low. Alright. Well, could probably go to all the other islands, but I think that that is a pretty surefire sign. Let's just go ahead and make the whole farm with just the one bucket for now. If anything else, once we can get some iron together, we can make a cauldron and then wait for the cauldron to fill up with water and then bucket the water. And I think that's available in this version. Either way, we're going to go ahead and do this whole thing set up. So up there is going to be our fighting platform, so we got to make sure we build all the way up because we want to have storage space down here in case for sorting and things of that nature. That in mind, I believe our cobblestone was this box. Yeah, there we go. Alrighty, let's go ahead and speed this up a little bit and get into our construction. Well, that was quite the experience and a reason to cut to black a second. Hopefully some of our stuff survived all that. Looking like a good bit of it. Come on, you. Go in, thank you. Alrighty. To say the least, that jump scared me a bit while we were trying to build up. So, let's try to get back into this again here. Now, for anybody who is wondering about why I'm doing this whole convoluted setup and there's tons of signs and stuff like that, One of the issues we're running into with playing through here is that we only have the one source block of water, which is one of the reasons why we had gone and bridged across looking for another one, but granted, unsuccessful. Now, the overall idea here is that we need to be able to split this water pillar into several different ones that do several different tasks, one of which will have water flowing 3 ways into here, which will then have the 8 across, so it will push everything into the center area. And then these chambers here, which the signs are going to block the water from expanding into the main area, will have water that kind of flows from up top and just flows directly down these pillars. And when it flows down the pillars, it will then hit the bottom and then spread everything to the dead center there, which once everything's like pushed down in this way, it'll all kind of flow down evenly into the one wide hole. One downside, actually looking back on it all now, is that this design wasn't exactly thinking about the fact that this is a 1x1 hole, yet I built chambers wide enough for spiders. But, you know, we could do spiders later. Alright, for now we're going to crack back into it. Alrighty. Well, getting back into it now. That was a very long time lapse. I think we can all agree. Gonna be a whole hell of a lot of editing for that, but I think for the most part the mob grinder is done, as we can see by a very clogged up looking bit of creeper in there. There we go. So we're gonna do the finishing touches on this because that's basically all but done. See if we can't snipe the creeper up there. So we have an easier way up. There it is. That being out of the way, I will say it was interesting to see how much the grass had grown. I think we can start to prove that paint drying and grass growing, it's still interesting competition. Need you guys' opinions. Leave that down in the comments. But during that time, we managed to get a whole bunch of animals. And I will say I was not expecting them to be popping up this soon. But I guess because of how close we are to bedrock and how spawning works, that just really sped up the process. Hopefully once the grass finishes getting down here, we can get a big old platform there, and we can get a bunch more animals, and then go from there. Because it would definitely be helpful to have at least 2 of each of them. I mean, we definitely need some sheep. That being said, though, let's go ahead, have pickaxes we need. Let's just repair. Alright. Yeah, we're going up this way. Alrighty. With all of this done here, we just need to get back inside and kind of clean up all the torches and whatnot. Get rid of these ladders, stuff like that. Alright, so let's go ahead and get to the bottom floor first. A lot less to clean here. Take out this torch. Take out this torch. Go ahead and get this one. And then we will grab this one. That being said and done, kind of break them as we go. Definitely don't need those couple of ladders. Block that up. Then get onto this floor. And grab 1 and 2. These 2. Coming along, grabbing these 2. And last but not least, these 2. Up here. Break down those 2 ladders. And we'll block that off. Get a couple extra torches, go around, do some lighting here. Can never be too bright with all this waterways. Alright. We're going to go ahead and leave the spaghetti noodles here. We're actually going to go down and just give it a test, see how it all works out. So let's go ahead and slip in here. Then we will go ahead and just sploosh. There we go. Alrighty. Alright. Well, that being done, we got the mob farm done, got grass grown, animals here. You know, I think that was a decent bit of progress that we made. And overall, a long episode 10. Even if I'm going to edit this down, it's going to be a minute. But
You gotta get a stretch in there.
alrighty. We'll have a little bit of added commentary probably in over the time lapse, try to explain how a lot of this stuff is working, like what the purpose of all the designs was. So hopefully we can make that all good. Thank you in advance, Mr. Me, who is much later than now. Anyways, if you guys liked the episode and you like some of the editing that's going to happen in all this, go ahead and leave a like down there. You want to share some comments, some creative feedback, some ideas, laugh at me about how I died 2 times trying to get this thing built, whatever you got, go ahead and leave that down in the comments. And if you enjoy this type of content overall, please feel free to subscribe. Overall, it was a fun time getting that all set up, and now that it's done, we'll definitely be able to get some automation and stuff going pretty damn quick. Alrighty, until next time, you guys take care.